back to work. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. First of all, let's see if there's anything new. Nothing new. Oh, pants. What? Nephrotomy? What? Oh. High arch support. I like that. How good can they be when they're only $10? Pool Q-tips. That looks nice. 30 sets of Q-tips. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, what's up, Samuel? What's up? Put you guys there. I'm gonna make you bigger. Can I make you bigger? I made it bigger! I didn't know I could make it. Does it make both sides bigger? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can close this though. Yeah. Cool. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. I want to watch the bloody am I gonna make a drone? I think I'm gonna make a drone tomorrow. I gotta finish a few things today. Is it for you? Okay, it's not for you. Never mind. Never mind. I thought you were the one that I had to make it for. I'm just like, oh, because I have to make a drone for someone. I said I'd make it for Monday. Monday. I want to try those bi-blades. I gotta try those. Someone on my Discord. This guy's so good. Minchan's so good. I don't even want to watch him anymore. Oh, 50 amp. Did he get the... Okay. Back to work. We gotta get this thing done.
Ooh. Meteor. Ooh. I tried. Meteor. Ooh. I tried.
Oh, good.
I tried to take the Modula 8 to get Mobula 8. Mobula 8. And put it on a Meteor 75 Pro frame, and it's in use that, and it's incompatible, and because of that, it shakes, and then the pins go out of whack. So this is another thing. This is getting transferred. So this is another thing. This is getting transferred. This is was out of the whack. So this is another thing. This is getting transferred over to my frame the whisper, and before doing that, I wanted to, before tearing apart all these loops, I wanted to go through all this and teach you what I know. Teach you what I know. Best and the worst. So the best, best and the worst. So the best is happy model, the worst is great FPV. They need to work on that. They need to work on that. And companies need to know what they need to work on.
You started Legend of Zelda tier. Is that a new one for Switch? I don't have time for any video games. I don't really play any video games.
And we need to tell them and be honest about that. Otherwise, it's terrible, because the Meteor Pro 75 is the #1 drone that I would recommend to people. But don't recommend to people, but don't modify it. And I love modifying these things. Yeah.
Okay, unspeakable. What is unspeakable? Why do I feel like I've seen that? Is this unspeakable? Like this guy on YouTube? I've never seen this dude. Sneaking in overnight candy. What's his best one? The peanuts? Okay, I'll try that. I'll try that later. Thanks for showing me. It's always fun to find new crap to waste my time. Thanks a lot, Samuel. Just go watch your unspeakable friend. Get out of here. Just leave me on a tab in the background. Give me that sweet watch time. Just mute me and let my commercials and everything run.
And I love modifying these things. That's the fun of FPV, to like take them. And I love modifying these things. That's the fun of FPV. To have enough fun of FPV, to like take them apart and make them better. First, all-in-one versus stacks. Yes, that's better. All-in-one versus stacks. Yes, so we're at a time now where everything's all-in-one. You can't compare. Like you can't compare the way that this will feel, that this will feel this will feel compared to having like that. This will feel compared to having like a full. This will feel compared to having like a full big heavy stack. Big heavy stack, and then a VTX on top, and then a receiver on top. Thankfully for Express ELRS, we have no problems with Express ELRS. It can be built in it can be built in aspect in SPI receiver or UART.
Hello. Can you put a GoPro on a 3-inch quad? Yeah, for sure. If it's naked, it'd be a lot better though. Like you can do it not naked, but it's not gonna fly very great.
Now most of them are doing UARTs. And that is a solid weight loss. A solid way to go. What does stink with the all-in-ones is that one EFA does is known with the all-in-ones is that one ESC goes, the whole thing is gone. We might experiment with trying to change ESCs and eventually get that skill. And over time you can get more and more skills. That still scares me. me, so I haven't done that yet. But but changing tiny little ESCs, even if you can do it, I'm sure it's not fun. Can snack. Can start getting creative.
Yeah, if you feel that way, then you're good. I would say, like, for a beginner, if you just, instead of buying a GoPro, I would get one of those Insta363s or Insta362 and use something like that, or you get the Caddx Peanut, maybe do something like that, because the GoPros are expensive and they're super heavy. Hey, Black Pawn.
So let's start getting creative. So for instance, this is
Your mom.
has a dead design, has a dead ESC, and but it has a VTX built into it. So then you can take one of your racing analog drones, like a analog drones, like a 3-inch.
What? I already have a GoPro because my dad was in FPV. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. How old are you?
You could wire up this.
You know what? You could use the GoPro as your chest cam. Like, you could, not your chest cam. Like, as your, like, camera to film your your vlogs and stuff and whatever. Like, GoPros can be very useful for, like, vlogging and doing that stuff too. The moment you start using a GoPro on a drone, it's really easy to kill it.
All in one, and just use it as the VTX. Then you can give it a little bit more life just for racing and quad. That's going to take a beating anyway, so you can use it kind of.
Yeah, sure. Um, if you have me on Discord, just shoot me a message on Discord.
Kind of as a disposable VTX. And then you can take all the parts and use them for other things. Yeah, I like the older ones more. The other cameras I wanted to mention that are pretty good are these guys, these guys, the the CO this the CO3 are the are the CO3s, maybe the CO4s now too from beta FPV. The camera looks really nice, but they are but they are they're not they're not super durable. They're a cheap camera, right? But the picture coming out of them look.
Yeah, so if you just go on my go to my website, it's the first link in my description, and then in the bottom of the website there's a link to my Discord. I'll get the Discord link up on my videos, I guess, soon too. I should do that. It's just at the bottom of my website.
Looks pretty nice. So like picture to weight, I actually like the CO3 per picture
Yeah, I gotta get this video done, man.
to weight. I think it has the best picture for the weight. And later on in this channel, we're going to be experimenting with some $10 AliExpress camera I found that looks pretty good too. So we'll have that coming up. Make sure you subscribe. Yep. Canada. Peace. Canopies. There's lots of people using these canopies. These canopies are garbage. Don't use them. They just so remember how I showed you this canopy, how it wiggles and stuff? But if it falls back or something, it has all the rubber back there that protects it. So it doesn't smash.
Thanks, bud. I'll check it later.
Into your flight controller. Whereas
also, if you ever have questions like problems or whatever, well, actually, that's more. Like, so basically, anyone that's like flying my drones and stuff, if they have any problems, there's a troubleshooting thing, and you have problems, people might be willing to help you there, but it is more focused for like us, the people that are like using the same stuff and whatever. But you can ask there too.
These canopies, these little flimsy canopies, you can't.
Here's one of the things. Like, if somebody makes their own stuff and whatever, I'm happy to like help and troubleshoot a bit. But when people like are buying stuff from other companies and then that stuff is like crapping out on them, to me, that company should be the company to help them. And if that company doesn't help them, then you should, tell them off, make a thing about it, right?
Your camera smashes into your electronics. It just smashes into your electronics. So when your camera smashes into your electronics, you can destroy your drone pretty easily. Whereas something kind of like this wobbles back and forth. Let me show you a different one. So here I did it. With the, like, see? I have that foam there, so all it does is like it smashes the foam, or goes back. It's also it's also a holding thing to
Yeah, see, like, I know nothing about GPS.
camera in the air. So the camera isn't.
I don't do GPS because I'm in the city. And I'm like, if I fly up into the city and it comes back, it's just going to fly into a building anyways. And when I freestyle, I try not to go, like, too far.
Like solidly against anything. So when it hits, it takes the hit.
It takes it like a champ.
And then it smushes into the TPU. Or into the foam. So it doesn't break anything. Worst thing that could camera happen is the camera could come out of the.
Worst thing that camera happen?
Worst thing that could camera happen is.
Worst thing that camera
Worst
happen?
thing that could camera happen is the camera could come out of the canopy.
I like it.
But
the worst thing that camera happen.
But I use E6 that.
Hey Samuel, I find it funny that this is less boring, but thank you.
E6000 or 5-second fix. Kind of glue it on. And then it can just wiggle around, take the hits, and be good.
Oh my god, nice jump scare. I scared myself. Nice.
The hits and be good. And I have bashed.
I like that.
And I have bashed the poop out of this one, and it's been totally fine. Oh. Also, these things are mostly. So these things are mostly you're flying indoors. These are mostly you're are mostly flying indoors. So it's not the same as being outside and just smashing it into concrete. Usually indoors you have I don't know, carpets or super shiny floors that they slide on. And then they slide and then they slide instead of just like, instead of just like grabbing and hitting something. And there's like these light, there's like there's like these light canopies, and these guys will crack on you. Then there's canopies like this that are just like, this is a tank. This is probably the strongest canopy out of all of them. But it's also two point 2.5 grams. My grams. My canopy. My canopy. My canopy.
I like making the sound louder when things tap.
No. Not even 1 gram. You see, so you're saving almost 2 grams. And it's holding the antenna in place. So I really like having that antenna. Having ELRS. So I really like having that antenna in place. Everything's nice in place. Everything's light as possible. But it's solid. ELRS, yep, but solid. Solid and wiggly. Hey, look at.
Without a doubt.
And wiggly. Same thing kind of here. See, even with this one, with the broken front, I've left it like that, and this wiggliness, it actually doesn't wiggle at all when it flies. It flies really.
I solder GPS to RX3 and TX3, but on the configure I don't see UART3. I only see 1, 3, and 4, 5. So maybe put it onto a different one. If there's another free one, put it to one of the other ones then.
Nice and smooth. Oh, oh, oops, smooth. Oh, oh, another thought. If your oh, another thought. If your if your if you deal if you if you're dealing with two if you're dealing with really another thought, if you're dealing with 2mm holes, filament from a 3D printer is 1.75 millimeters. So you can stick it.
But shouldn't the UART3 show on the configurator? I followed the wiring diagram. I have no idea. But if there is an empty UART, like if there's another UART and it's there, and you can use it, you can do that. Honestly, like sometimes even with RX, like sometimes even when you have a VTX and your receiver, sometimes the VTX doesn't get OSD or something. Or the receiver doesn't work, and then you switch them, and then they both work. Like sometimes that stuff happens. But basically, any UART that's being used can be used for something else. Like you can switch them to different UARTs. But it should show up on the ports tab.
Through, and you can pressure fit it and mount it so that nothing goes anywhere. So I've done things like that, where you can put that, you can put a grommet on it, and then you can melt it. And you can use filament to kind of pressure fit your electronics into place. And that is lighter. And yeah, it's nice, it works, so. There's something you can experiment with. Another thing another thing you can do is take that camera and just kind of glue it in place. You can find places to glue it. E6000 it somewhere. And try that. And try that. It's another way to save some weight. Yeah, almost this. Save some weight. We'll do goggle reviews. We'll do other reviews and stuff. We'll do goggle reviews. We'll do other other reviews and stuff. Oh, I wanted to just show you too, like with just frame design. You see, like for instance, this frame. It doesn't need all this material. Like, why did why did they make this extra part come out when they could have just brought it in? What? Why does it have these two extra braces? Like, everything could have been brought in and it could have been made lighter, but instead it was made like wider. I just see that all the time. Or there was another one. There was this one. See, this one's thin and long.
Like my nothing.
And
I don't know. I've never liked iFlight quality that much.
and
Mind you, is the Nazgul iFlight? Lots of people like that. I always wanted to build a Chimera frame. Now I got my ballerina coming.
they try and put two holes. That makes it weaker. When you do the two holes, it's always going to be weaker than if it has the one. And because it's long and thin, there's going to be shake, so that it's going to vibrate, and then you're going to have problems trying to tune it, you know? Trying to tune it. So it's better to go a little bit tighter, a little bit less weight on the ends, on the arm, on the arms. And then the protection can come from ducts if you want, or you can just leave it kind of unprotected. It's going to shake, and the fat ends, it's going to shake, and the fat ends are going to cause like drag. Are going to cause like drag, and it's going to just everything kind of works against itself. It's going to shake, it's going to have drag, and it's going to be wiggling and stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. What? When designing the Whisper and Psycho, I did the Whisper to kind of make the lightest little thing you can make, and then I did the Psycho to have kind of more like a beefier basher. I didn't design it in a way for the bigger motors to be on it, because some of the Because this is some of the two bigger motors to be on it. Because some of the two, because this can do up to, this can do up to 2 inches. This can do up to 2.5 inches. But it only does the motors with this orientation. The motor only does the motors with this orientation. It only does the motors with this orientation. I played around with trying to make it work so that you could put the bigger motors, but to me, the moment that you go to motors like 1304s or like bigger motors than the ones that are available, then you might as well have a 3.5. Because the 3.5 can take those motors and you're going to have a better flight experience. When you have something like this, you put 1102s, build a 1S, it's still going to be fun, you're going to have a good time on it. You can also do you can buy a Meteor 8 and you can transfer that over. This has the same type of motors that own it. The same type of motors too, the 3-prong motors that will fit, so you could directly transfer this onto the Psycho. When it comes to the digital drones, see this? The way that they're designed with the unit, because nobody wants to take apart the air unit, so they leave it in a case. And then they do it square. It shouldn't be in a square because it's blocking all that air. So I made a version where, so this can take a version where, so this can take the naked O3 and then you can have a O3, and you can have a O3 Mob 8 and it'll weigh about 37. And I have the battery on it, so it weighs, you're sub 100 with an O3 air unit, because right now that's at 56.6 with the battery, so all you'd have to add is the naked air unit in the camera. Okay, so 75 grams with the with the camera, the air unit, battery, all up weight 75 grams. And I focused 5 grams, and I focused on making stuff like that. So instead of making my own full bind-in flies, I've been taking drones on the market, redesigning them, making them lighter, and illuminating them, making them lighter and better. See, when you take it naked and you put the O3 on it, you see, it ends up being a lot nicer like that, a lot lighter, and when this is all built up, it can actually dive straight down without getting all messed up. When you have it like this, with all that weight on top, when it's going down, the weight pulls it forward. And it starts doing weird things. And that's what I like to do here also with my discus. So once again, you can check out the website. It's gonna have yes, site. Check out the website. It's gonna have different builds on it, like my favorite build with the parts, so that you can do what works instead of having to mess around with all these things that I did. You can just look at, for instance, the Crux 35, which is to me the best budget drone that you could get. See all the space in the standoffs? They did it so that they can stick a Vista in. When it comes on impact and it hits, because of having long standoffs, it's easier for them to bend. So I redesigned it, and this is the same thing. So this is basically the Crux 35 years. And this is the crux this is it, and this is the Crux 35 slammed in 15mm standoffs. So this is basically the same thing. The Crux 35 slammed in.
That's what I said. Ugh. Multiple things. How much longer? Is it almost done? Oh my god, kill me. Kill me!
So I redesigned it, and this is the Crux 35 slammed in 15mm standoffs. So this is basically the same thing. The Crux 35 slammed in 15mm standoffs.
That sounds better. Okay.
Slammed in 15mm standoffs. So this the Crux 35. So I redesigned it, and this is the. So I redesigned it. So this is basically. So I redesigned it. So this is basically the same thing. The Crux 35 slammed in 15mm standoffs inside my frame, the Great Discus. The Great Discus is like a universal frame that can be done so many different ways. Here we have it with the Naked Vista. People in the community have done stuff like designed these paws for it. Blue FPV flies it a lot. You can check out Blue FPV. He has tons of videos flying his HD0 discus, and that's a great thing. So this is Vista. I made an 03 discus. This weighs 200 grams all up weight with a 650 4S, and it's a pusher, and it flies beautifully. This is HD0 discus, and basically I have pushers, and I have regular ones, all sort of 3S, 4S, and then you see these things. So I print these holders, and then the holder can screw in a GoPro. So you can screw the GoPro onto the discus at any angle you want. You just print different adapters. And the same kind of thing happens with this as a canopy. Because this is on the TPU holders, when it takes a hit, the TPU bends. And I made a fully encased one that could show you the screen and everything and have the fan. But I found over time that just making it lighter and stronger works better. So I got it down from this, which was 36 grams, and also even just look at this. So this is the same material as this, but that over there I was printing at 350 degrees, and it was burning the PETG, making it crack. And this is printed, same PETG, printed at 230, and now it actually has a slight bit of flex to it. It's shinier, it's stronger, and this setup is only 30 grams. It does have kind of an open back, but I find all your impact's going to be straight. Plus, when it's sitting on a pusher like this, battery is there, so like it'll hit the battery or something. It's not going to be getting smashed from behind. If it did hit something from behind, it would hit the battery, not the camera. And then in the future, I'm going to be creating kind of like a TPU layer that you can put on top of this that has protection for the camera, so that we can have the 30 gram super light one for like being able to do real estate or flying around like indoors and stuff on a tiny drone like the Psycho. So when we're indoors and stuff on a tiny drone like this and stuff on a tiny drone like the Psycho. So I'm working towards making a naked GoPro 10 that can go on an indoor drone and be under 100 grams. About a 2S setup, so that's going to be coming later on with the setup.
I already did it.
So that's going to be coming later on. But then I'm also going to do a 100 grams, about a 2S setup. But then
Already did it. Already did it. Where's the picture? Put the picture there. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Where's my little guy? Don't I have another picture of it somewhere? Whatever.
About a 2S setup. A naked GoPro 10 that can go on an indoor drone and be under 100 grams, about a 2S setup. Remember,
What the heck? Why is it doing that?
no, the Psycho. I'm working towards making a naked GoPro 10 that can go on an indoor drone and be under 100 grams, about
That's what I want to do. This is a 530 or 560? $560. It's a 560.
be under 100 grams, about a 2S setup. Then I'm also going to do a version where we have TPU over it and protection so that it can actually really take a beating. And this does pretty well. When I had it in these cases, so far I've cracked 3 of these cases, but they've kept the GoPro fine. And since I built this case, I haven't broke any. It's a nice thing. And if you order a discus off of me, I haven't broke any. It's a nice thing. And I haven't broke any. And if you order I haven't broke any. If you order a discus off of me, you can ask for discus off of me. You can ask for one of these, and I'll send it with a discus at whatever angle mounts you want with it. If you have friends that are getting into drones, I have a beginner playlist where you
No. Not messing with it.
mounts you want with it. If you have friends that are getting into drones, I have a beginner playlist where you can learn just about everything. You can learn about all the parts.
Is it that bad?
I have videos that will, with my friend, you get these, good, it's hard to, when you start. Right?
Oh no.
If you have friends that are getting into drones, I have a beginner playlist where if you have friends that are getting into drones, I have a beginner playlist where you can learn just about everything. You can learn about all the parts. I have videos that will teach you how to build a drone from scratch. And the website is going to be with my frames that you can purchase. And that's one of the best ways that you can support me and get something out of it as well. If you appreciate this, a lot of work goes into making these videos. Join my Patreon. You can do that for as little as $1. For $10, I'll say your name at the end of the video. But one of the best ways that you can support me is just tuning in, coming by, saying hello, sharing me with your friends. I have a fun video about the
Okay. See how that
if you have friends that are getting into drones, I have a beginner playlist. If you have friends that are getting into drones, if you have friends that are getting into if you have friends that are getting into getting into drones, I have a beginner playlist where you can learn just about everything. You can learn about all the parts. Just about everything. You can learn about all the parts. I have videos that will teach you how to build. I have videos that will teach you how to videos that will teach will, teach you how to build a drone from scratch. The website is going to be with my frames that you can purchase.
I think I already said that.
And that's
Or no, maybe I didn't.
one of the best ways that you can support me and get something out of it as well. And if you appreciate this, a lot of work. And if you appreciate this, a lot of work goes into making these videos. Join my Patreon. You can do that for as little as $1.
Ching ching.
For $10, I'll say your name at the end of the video. But one of the best ways that you can support me is just tuning in, coming by, saying hello, sharing me with your friends. I have a fun video about the Canadian Tiny Boot Championships. Where it is a little bit more, where it is a little bit, a little bit more. It's entertaining. It is championships. It's entertaining and educational, so we learn a few things. Educational. So we learn a few things. You get to see the difference between the drone like this, just straight up out of the box, and after I put a tune on it. Also in the beginner playlist, I do have a tune that you can throw on just about everything. I throw it on all my quad. It works really nicely, so you can have that. So you can have that. Go through the videos and learn more, and there's playlists for most of these quads. So if you want to see the HD0 discus, you can check out that. If you want to see the O3 discus, you can check that out. There's basically playlists for each of these quads. So they say you should put that. If you discus, you can check out that.
Check that out. I'm tired.
Go through the videos and learn more, and there's playlists for most of these quads. So if you want to see the HD0 discus, you can check out that. If you want to see the O3 discus, if you want to see the O3 people, the O3 discus, you can check that out. There's basically playlists for each of these quads, so you can see how they fly. There's basically playlists for each of these quads, so you can see how they fly. G0 discus, you can check out that. The O3 discus, you can go through the videos and learn more, and there's playlists for most of these quads. So if you want to see the HD0 discus, the O3 discus, you can check that out. Playlists for each of these quads, so you can see how they fly. And looking at playlists for each of these quads, so so you can see how they fly. Go through the videos and learn more, and there's playlists for most of these quads. So if you want to see the HD0 discus, the O3 discus, you can check that out. You can see how they fly. And looking at the way a quad flies, and looking at the way a quad flies, I think is one of the best ways that you can know whether it's something that you want. Because people can talk and say whatever they want, but when you see the way the quad flies, when you see it shaking, when you see like that the drone turns and like it wobbles and everything because it's too heavy, a good pilot can kind of
Why are we what?
a good pilot can kind of compensate. It's hard to hide that, especially if you. It's hard to hide that, especially if you have like less experienced. A good pilot can kind of compensate. It's hard to hide that, especially if you have like less experienced pilots flying bad quads. That's actually where you see the best how quads fly, and everyone makes reviews about everything. So don't just look at the better people to review something. Look at some of the worst people, because if you have a bad person flying a great quad, sometimes they can get away. Sometimes they can get away with it. But if you have them flying like a garbage quad, you can see all the shakes and mess and everything. When it comes to whoops like the Simulog, and we're seeing this happen now. When it comes to whoops like the Simulog, and we're seeing this happen now. A lot more. You want to buy a whoop that's all one piece. You don't want to buy these whoops that are with all the ducts separately. Like the old Cinelogs, they had all these ducts that were separate. And they just shake more, which makes it harder to tune. You want to have it all in one piece. Fox whoop. It's probably going to be the last drone that I build, that I didn't design. It is now mostly just flying stuff that I've designed. In design is now mostly just flying stuff that I've designed, but I like this frame. I like this frame. It's supposed to be indestructible. Supposed to be indestructible. I like the sound of that. You have it? The sound of that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. If there's anything you want to add to this, tips, tricks, or whatever, add those too. Check out the Canadian Whoop Race.
Oh dear Lord. Oh my goodness. Oh, do I want to do it again? Do I want to go through that whole thing again? I don't think so. I know that I have to put like my middle part.
Property I built. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, finish this. What time is it? What time is it? Should I have a coffee? It's full. Okay. I think I'm fried. Saved. Okay. That's it of that for now. Vlog. 4, 5, 6, 2 hours. 2 hours of reptile cleaning. That's what I should do. Let's do a bit of this. You. Okay.
You're tall enough now to go on the brown ones. Want to see if there's any new brown ones?
No, I like the old.
is it this one? No, we have to take these and toss these in there. Because we have... That's the bat, right? Oh no. Which one? When was that? Oh. Okay, these. Subway. Okay.
Every year, Avery and I have an epic day at Wonderland. Every year, Avery and I have an epic day at Wonderland. So today is... Every year, Avery and I... have an epic day at Wonderland. Every year, Avery and I have an epic day at Wonderland. So today is that day.
One time.
Huh?
No, second.
So now you have a negative attitude?
No.
Okay, good. Have a positive attitude. Okay? You have done so much. We've done so much. We've gone so many places. Okay? We're gonna have a fun day today. Crocs and some socks. Say that the new structure. Too bad I didn't bring my drone because there's all these beautiful of it. And if it rains a bit, that's okay too. You so. Wonderland. Come on up. Fun, baby. And don't be scared.
I'm not scared.
Selfie stick?
Yeah.
Careful, this might be a place. Look up behind you. They go like this and put it over your shoulder. Yeah, big one. Oh wait, is there a movie?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a movie.
Yeah.
I got to see the movie too.
Cut that a little bit.
It's fun, baby. And don't be scared.
I'm not scared.
It's always hard to.
Selfie stick.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and stiff.
It's actually what I have the hardest time cutting because it's like memories.
Selfie stick.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and stiff. Careful, this might be a face. Look out behind you. And go like this, like put it over your shoulder.
Okay, that's cool.
I got to see the movie too. Cheer up, buddy. Okay.
Stupid thing didn't have a long enough cord.
That's not bad. you're done with that. 5. Avery says her favorite ride is the back, so that's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go do. Say when I was a little kid, my daddy would take me to fly away. I'm now here with my
Why did they have steak eggs on it?
Avery, the ride on the way to the ride. Avery, the ride on the way to the ride. No. That's for people with the express pass. We are the common folk. Well, if you're not gonna we are the common folk. We are the common folk. Are you excited? I didn't ask you. Are you excited? I said, are you excited? I can't hear your enthusiasm.
I am excited.
Okay. She wants to wait for the fly. It's okay. It's okay.
It's scaring me now. Higher. Oh man.
Avery, wave at the camera.
No.
Let's say when I was a little kid, my daddy would take me to fly away. It's okay.
It's scaring me. Higher. Oh man.
Avery, wave at the camera.
No. That's scary.
You like that?
Yeah. Almost gave me a heart attack. I don't feel good.
You don't feel good?
I do not.
She wants to wait for the fly. I thought you were too old for rides like that. You just did the back, and now you want to go on the fly. She wants to wait for the fly.
Okay, what do I do this one? No, I'll do it after.
I thought you were too old for rides like that.
Okay, we got that next. That's here.
You just did the bat, and now you want to go on the fly? Okay, you got it. No lineup on the upside down one, and we're subjected to this huge lineup waiting for the fly, because that's what she wants to do. No lineup on the upside down one, and we're subjected to this huge lineup waiting for the fly, because that's what she wants to do. This is terrible. But I endure for you, baby. We've been in this bloody lineup for way too long for a ride that is not worth it. We made it. Andy, we made it. Well, what this ride does?
I'm not telling you. It's personal.
Oh, you're so funny, my baby.
Ride does?
I'm not telling you. It's personal. Only for me and my family to talk about, not you guys.
So I asked Avery about this ride, and she says,
Don't say it.
Oh, okay. We have something fun to do in line, though. Now, nobody just knows something fun. Fun to do in line, though. I didn't have fun to do in line, though. I didn't have one of those when I was a kid. I didn't have one of those when I was a kid. So, you faced your fear. So, you faced your fear of board.
that. That was in between. That was in between. So we got that one. And then we got this one.
So, how was your day? Sure you don't want to hold my hand?
This was Vortex. That one in there. That one in there. And then we have...
Well, what this ride does?
I'm not telling you. It's
Fun to do in line. Well, what this ride does?
I'm not telling you. It's personal. Only for me and my family to talk about, not you guys.
So I asked Avery about this ride, and she says, so. I asked about this ride, and she says,
Don't say it.
oh, okay. Fun to do in line, though. I didn't have one of those when I was a kid. Sure you want to hold my hand?
Oh, so cute.
Sure you want to hold my hand? It's okay, it's okay. It's fine, it's fine. We're just going down it. Ooh, don't worry. I'm holding on. It's just, here we go. Woo! See, that's it. That's it. Ah! Woo! Woo!
You faced your fear of vortex?
But I like the troll. I like everything about. I like the troll. It's just the troll. My head got hit by it, and my thing there, and then my jaw went.
So she's not scared of vortex anymore. She just got to learn how to hold her head properly because she smacked her head a bit.
Look, there's a spider web.
And I see the spider. Yeah, so he's got it.
Look, there's a spider web.
And I see the spider. I can see the spider now.
That's a serious spider web.
Okay.
So, how was your day at Wonderland?
I can see the spider now.
That's a serious spider.
I can see the spider now.
That's a serious spider web.